If you love news but feel like you should be watching a little more ESPN, this company has you covered.
Joining us now is the CEO of Sportsish, Shimbashi, to share how they are helping women get excited about sports. And this is for Dina. Right?
It is. That's what they've been telling me all week, Dina. We're putting you in this segment. Lily, I was just asking you if you grew up loving sports, because I think that has something to do with it. I was an only child. I was very artsy, so I wasn't around it. So coming into it later in life, now my little 6-year-old is huge into it. And I'm going, I don't know how to participate.
Yeah.
What are the rules? How do I get excited? Tell me everything.
Okay, well, I did grow up kind of a sports fan. My dad worked in sports, but then my brothers all played sports. I did not inherit the athletic gene, so I kind of went more the sports broadcasting route. And that is what I wanted to do for the rest of my life, be a sideline reporter. But I noticed a gap in the market as I got older, that there were a lot of women who kind of liked sports-ish, right? We kind of like to watch the game, like Super Bowl's fun, Rihanna's football concert, we like to call it. Yeah, but you know, we're not gonna sit down and watch a 2.5-hour game. Who has time for that as a woman?
But would you say there are benefits to knowing a little bit about sports and having some knowledge? Because it is sort of like that baseline of conversation. It's water cooler talk.
Yeah, so that's why I started Sportsish, is to bring women into the mainstream fold of sports fandom and use methods that appeal to women to talk about sports. So pop culture, cute stories, fashion, hot athletes.
Okay,
I mean, come on.
You have my attention.
Okay,
now.
right?
All right. So how would you draw me in?
Well, it depends on the sport, but like NBA All-Star Weekend, right? We have the celebrity game tonight. Celebrities are flooding Utah to play basketball against each other tonight. And so I talk about the celebrity game. I talk about the celebrities. Ben Affleck is coming, which means J-Lo might be coming.
Right, so you're in, right?
Yes, I'm in for that reason, yes.
You kind of find that baseline of where your interest is, and then you go from there, because so many stars are interested in sports, and they get to go to the games, and we're like, who's coming? Who's on the front line or front row seat?
Sports can be so fun and so like cutesy. They don't talk about it in the right way that appeals to us. So I wanted to change that and use methods that really appeal to women to talk about sports.
And I love how thought out it is, even the way you are dressed today. I was like, this is the sports girl. I love her already. She's
pink
girly
is our
and pink,
signature
and she
color.
has heels.
Yeah.
Okay, so what else would you tell somebody to maybe get them excited about the sport itself for this weekend? So you've drawn me in with the celebrities, with the hot athletes, and now what?
Right, so basketball is so mainstream. The NBA is always giving us really good content because they're dramatic. The NBA players are dramatic. Some of these stories beat like the Real Housewives. I'm gonna be honest. Kyrie Irving is coming to play an NBA All-Star Weekend. And we call him the king of controversy. He's been suspended. He's, just was traded because he was such a sore in his locker room, causing drama. So I would kind of spin it that way.
We like the backstories, and maybe you like dig deep, like, ooh, did you hear about this kind of tabloid?
That's what we do. Yeah, who cares how many points they scored, right?
We don't need to know about the rules and the free throw line.
No, we talk about it.
So we don't really need to know that?
I mean, not really. Okay. You can be captivated by who the players are dating. And that's enough to captivate you for a little bit.
And usually they're stars, right?
Yeah.
Right. And a lot of times, once you get hooked, you find that the sport is actually pretty interesting. And so we do break down rules and kind of do very basic breakdowns, but we talk way more about the fun stuff.
Okay, so you're going to be on the sidelines?
Yep, we're going to All-Star Weekend. Most every event, Sportsish is there covering.
What are you most excited about, and what can we see on Instagram that you'll be covering?
So the celebrity game, very excited. But also, Adele is dating a sports agent named Rich Paul. He represents LeBron James. You know who LeBron James is?
I do.
There you go.
I know. My 6-year-old son. Yes, I do.
Yes. So LeBron James is going to be here. His agent likely will be here too. He travels to most All-Star games.
Maybe Adele. Like just the connection.
Just the connection. And she was at last year's All-Star game. I was there too. So that's kind of what I'm most excited for.
This is the coolest. And then lastly, why would you say this is important to get women coming out and excited about sports?
Like you said, sports, it's big. It's a big topic of conversation. And, we want to be involved in the conversation. We want to sound educated. We want to sound like we know what we're talking about. So let's use, the fun stuff, the fashion, the pop culture, the hot athletes to talk about sports. And then we'll be pulled in and we'll be in the conversation.
I'm with you.
Included in the conversation instead of completely like zoning out. Like, I have no idea what you're talking about. But wait a second, did you see Adele and what she was wearing and who she's dating? And
Yeah,
that's
exactly.
the fun part.
It is the fun part.
Oh
and
my
that's what
gosh.
we cover at
Yeah.
Sportsish.
And you
Okay,
might trick us into becoming an actual sports fan.
That
Let's
is
see what
the
you're
goal.
doing. I
That's
love
the
it.
I want to
goal.
follow you, Lily.
Yes.
Please
Yes.
join us.
I do too. All right.